This is Guide to Georgia Outdoors, and it is a couple of hours before Hurricane Helene makes landfall here in Georgia, and we're doing the most reasonable thing. We're hunting. We're in the see-through blind, and the last couple of videos I've posted on this has gotten a lot of views and a lot of content, so people are definitely interested and passionate about these, and I've kind of got a love-hate relationship with it, and I've not got a lot of experience. In the comment section has been full of people just giving me their opinions and their advice. So as the video goes along, if you've got some advice in one of these situations, by all means leave it below, because I'm pretty new to this see-through ground blind bow hunting. But it's raining, so this is going to be our second hunt ever in this blind in the rain, a couple hours before the hurricane comes. I'm running late. Our school, I'm a teacher, school's been canceled tomorrow because of the weather, but right now we're going to get our stuff, get in the blind, get a face mask on, because that was one of the tips below, and see if we can get on a deer. But right now we're going to get our gear and head to the blind. I apologize if the camera's fogging up a little bit. It is humid as all get out, and I don't want to give too much away because you're going to see this in an upcoming video. But I have my youth hunt where I bring disabled kids out here, and we needed a nice deer stand for them to hunt in. And Justin over at Southern Carports and More in Vidalia hooked us up with the Cadillac of stands. So I'll give you a quick peek, but we're going to go see this a little bit more in a future video. Tell me that stand right there isn't awesome. Just let you look in there real quick. And that's it. But that's all the peek you get, because right now we're headed to that wood line right there. And we're going to get in the blind and see if we can shoot one with the bow. We just got into the blind, and I apologize for the dark footage. It's really cloudy and this blind is dark. And one of the commenters said that when these things get wet, you can't see through them. And look right there, it looks like it looks kind of like you're looking through wax paper. But we decided to sit here just in case it does rain, kind of keep us dry. But some of the viewers said sit far back in the blind, wear a face mask. We got that. Scent control, we have a good wind this afternoon, and all those factors maybe will improve our odds a little bit. It is still really hot, but we're hoping with any luck we'll be able to see some deer. Hurricane Helene is set to hit sometime late tonight, early tomorrow morning, and I didn't get any pictures on my camera here this morning or today. So I'm thinking maybe they'll go get active right before this storm comes in. You can tell we got some geese coming over right now. But right now we're gonna get a few more things set up and see if we can get a deer. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this blind at this point, but if I kill one, I'll probably love it a little bit more. I know the footage is really dark. That's just kind of the best we could do with this GoPro. But before I get too deep into the hunt, I'm gonna pull my bow back a time or two to make sure I feel pretty good, make sure I'm clear, because this blind is just a touch higher. The window is just a touch higher than I really would like for bow hunting, I'll put it that way. That's gonna work. I do have to sit upright, very upright, and be aware of those cross braces on the blind, but I think we can make this work.
kind of hard to tell because it was so dark in this blind, but I had 3 or 4 young deer come in. They had some nub bugs and some does, and they didn't have spots, but they just weren't the age that I was, or the size I was wanting. Then all of a sudden, a big doe came in, and but we're gonna get out and see if we can recover the arrow and see if we can find this deer. But I'm a believer in the blind. Whenever you have the wind, I didn't light the thermocell up this afternoon. I think that helped. The wind was right. I sat back, face mask, all those things. I think we made a decent shot. We're gonna go out there and see if we can find this deer. Just got done watching the footage, and it's hard to see where I hit because it was so dark. Definitely need to invest in some lighted knocks. She was standing somewhere right in here when I shot. There's my arrow. And just like I thought, good blood. The old Schwacker did the trick again. Good blood. Oh yeah, I know it's washed out, but man, that's plenty of blood right there. I think I smell some gut. No, I don't think no gut's on there. I don't smell no gut. I don't see no gut on there. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna put myself out there and make myself a little bit vulnerable, but I made, in my opinion, a poor ethical decision in this hunt, and I didn't really intend to. My desire was to go hunting before the storm came in, and I made a decent shot on this deer. Not a great shot, but a deer that I feel like I would have recovered. And not very long into the track job, it started raining and the wind picked up really strong, and I felt that it was in the best interest of my family to get home, and it was. The wind picked up. Hurricane Helene really did a lot of damage. It probably the most damage I've ever seen from a storm in my entire lifetime. My porch was ripped off, countless trees. I've lost hundreds of trees off of my farm. There used to be a handrail right there, and that staircase now goes nowhere. And we lost a shed back there. You can just count the number of trees. And with that said, I wasn't able to go over there and recover that deer, and I feel like that would have been a deer that could have been recovered. And I think that sometimes we have to make the right decision when a big storm's coming in, a lot of rain, a lot of wind, and you know there's a chance of you not being able to do a lengthy recovery if necessary. Then we need to make that ethical decision to not go hunting. And I know, like I said, I'm making myself vulnerable by putting it out there, and I did not have those desired intentions. I respect the animals, and this one was not recovered. You know, I didn't have a real good blood trail. I searched for it for quite a while, but I do feel like I could have got a dog, could have got some help, but it was just not possible with the huge storm and, you know, a lot of damage. But the blind worked. Did a lot of things right. Scent control, noise, face mask, sitting in the back of the blind, the lighting, all those things worked. So the blind can do the trick, but I just would not recommend, you know, hunting with a bow, hunting right before a storm, when weather comes in, when you need to be at a different place with your family. And that's just my tips of my word of advice on that one. So I do apologize to this deer. I know that sounds insincere, but it really isn't. So hope you could learn something from my mistakes. If you would, hit that subscribe button. Until the next one, this has been the unofficial and no doubt incomplete guide, Georgia Outdoors.